With a nice through ball, Caitlin Purdom. Shot, deflected. Good ball, good run.
Good opportunity missed, just no runners. Left side had to be a shot. But now corner for the Indians, which will be taken by Grace Geisbrecht. Left footed, should be able to whip in. Good one here.
MHS looks like they have two back, Hodges and Woodson.
The Indians already on the board with one. Geisbrecht's ball sails in the box, off the head of Porter, off the Junction State defender, and into the hands of the Hull. The player is down
for MHS. Trainer as well as head coach Mike Sanchez head out to the field.
I believe that's
Both teams go back to their benches at the top of their coaches.
it's Chloe Porter. Looks like a possible head injury. That is Chloe Porter for the Indians.
Slowly trying to get up. I think you're right, Grant. Might be a head injury.
The Indians already down one starter. Marie Snow with a concussion protocol in last week's 1-0 loss against Seaman High School. Indians looking for a bounce back win at home. First Junction before they take on Blue Valley West this Saturday. And now Purdom back to Dabini.
Dabini looking for options, finds Purdom, but it's taken away by Junction City. Ball will be out of bounds, Junction City throw. So we're just past the halfway point of this first half. Manhattan High is doing a very good job possessing the ball, having a lot of shot opportunities, and they're up 2-0.
Yep, just struggling to get the ball in the back of the net. And now a change will be made up top for the Indians. That's going to be Adali Espinoza in for Sailor Salmons.
Sailor Salmons had a really good start, had a few runs down the sideline, a few opportunities, just couldn't capitalize, but overall great performance so far.
And now back in for the Blue Jays will come Corp and Kidwell.
Martinez with the ball in the middle decides to play it back. Hodges goes to Rulifson. Rulifson has the options out wide.
Gonna play Turner.
Goes up the sideline to Emery. Ooh.
Good connection there. A couple up and throughs by the Indians, but just a little too much for Espinoza to get to.
Looks like Junction City will be making a change as well.
Going out will be Hayden. Will play Rulison as the Indians look to regroup and get some going.
Rulifson finds an over-the-top ball to her sister. It just took too big of a touch and went out of bounds. Great find by Rulifson.
And yet another Junction City substitution. Out will be Olsen. And in will be Hunt for the Blue Jays. Martinez lost it and won by Imani. And she's going to take it herself down the right sideline. Plays Purdom. Through to Rulison. She can have a hit.
Good hit.
Yeah, another save by Holloway. Holloway letting the Blue Jays get up. Hunt, off Hunt. And now on the foot of Dabini, who's got options. Good ball if it gets there.
What a save by Holloway.
Wow. Holloway playing very well for the Blue Jays here early. Really, Indians should have a lot more than 2, but stuck at the moment. And out will be Purdom and in will be Weber. Blue Jays making another sub as well.
Past 3 substitution for the Blue Jays, they've been taking out their defenders, which is no surprise with how well MHS has been playing offensively, trying to get them a breather.
Lunsway gonna have a hit, and that one sails just over the bar. Not a bad hit. Wasn't much going up top, might as well.
I like the idea from Lunsway. That way it brings the defenders out a little more throughout the game, because they know they can take a hit from that far.
Holloway will take the ball to the right side of the 6-yard box and will play the goal kick from there. Indians just struggling to get the ball in the back of the net. Really have all the possession and all the shots. Holloway's goal kick will find the foot of Espinoza.
Takes up the sideline, runs into 2 JC players, finds Dabini in the middle. Dabini's, great pass to Emery. Great shot by Emery, and that's a goal for MHS.
Great through ball. And that's going to be in the 26th minute. So now the Indians have scored in the 6th minute, 16th minute, and 26th minute.
Great sequence by MHS. Espinoza dribbled up down the left sideline, found Dabini in the middle, who took it up a little bit more to find Emery, who eventually got the goal.
And really, the Indians have had a lot of chances like that, just a little bit too much on the touch, and always been able to get that touch save, but not that time. And now the Indians quickly regroup and are on the attack again.
Emery Rulison on the ball. Takes up the left sideline. Doesn't have that many options. Tries to cross it, but it's out on a JC player, and it should be an MHS corner.
That's off of Hunt. So Emery will be taking the corner for the Indians. Up 3-0 with 14:25 showing on the clock.
Rulison's really been playing well this game.
And I get set. Rulison's ball in.
Great cross. Try to get a head on it. Oh, wow, what a sequence. Off the leg of an MHS player, hits the upright. And then they tried to get a second chance opportunity, but Holloway was there.
Yeah, that was off the kneecap of Ella Rulison, then off the head of Dabini. Yet again, a couple great saves by Holloway. And now they're going to get a foul called on Weber.
Yeah, Weber and a JC player both went down. It looks like the foul will be called on MHS.
50-50. Holloway will be taking the free kick for the Blue Jays. About 7 yards beyond the 18. Holloway sends the Blue Jays up. Free kick. Finds a Blue Jay, but is quickly intercepted by Manhattan High. Now Dabini on the ball.
Looking for a through ball to Weber. Weber takes it up down the sideline. She has 2 options that she can cross it into. She has Emery Rulison, who takes a hit, but deflected by JC.
Just didn't get much on that one. That was a great chance. Just Emery was unable to really get a solid strike on it. So now it'll be Turner to throw the ball in for the Indians. Gets it to Espinoza on the left side, back to Turner. Looking for Martinez, but intercepted.
Didn't really have that many options pushed up against the sideline like that. Looks like it'll be another MHS throw as the ball goes off to Junction City.
And now a couple substitutions from both teams. It'll be Turner for the Indians, and out will go Emery Rulison. Jimenez will come in for the Blue Jays. Indians with the throw-in awaiting. It'll be Turner. Finds Espinoza.
Tries to take it down the sideline, but is met by a JC defender.
Throw in by the Blue Jays will be intercepted by Dabini, who's now on the roof. Plays it in. Weber gets a touch on it, another touch, and that one is in. So a goal by Weber. Now the Indians find themselves up 4-0, and that goal is going to come in the 29th minute. So the Indians' last two goals only 3 minutes apart. Maybe the Indians get a little more comfortable up top.
Dabini has been such a creator this first half.
One goal and a couple assists here early. One day.
JC with the kickoff. Goes backwards, just trying to have some kind of possession. But it looks like it'll be intercepted by MHS again. Runs away with it in the middle. Finds Krinia, and it'll be out of bounds, Junction City throw. That's the one thing that Junction City's been lacking this first half, is just any sort of possession.
Yeah, you just can't seem to get anything going without it. Indian quickly intercepting the pass. It'll be Kidwell to take the throw in for the Blue Jays. That pass is quickly met by Lunsway and off the Blue Jay for an Indian throw-in. I feel like the ball's been on this sideline a lot of the game.
Does seem like that. Throw into Dabini.
Dabini back to Turner. Turner up to Weber. Weber a through ball.
To Espinoza. Tried to get there.
Just a little too long for Espinoza, and that's kind of been the theme here early. Espinoza's had a lot of good chances, just hasn't been able to get to him here on this left sideline.
Quick throw by Junction City. Eventually went out of bounds, and it'll be an MHS throw. Krinia Turner has been very busy this first half with throw-ins.
Gets it up to Dabini, and that's quickly off of Blue Jay again. So Turner will have another throw-in for the Indians here with just over 10 minutes remaining here in this first half. Finds Dabini, turns around, gets it to the middle, has options, gonna have a hit. Good idea, just sails a little wide right. Yet again, the Indians creating a lot of chances, just can't seem to get the ball in the back of the net.
For a majority of this half, the ball has been on Krinia Turner's side, which is the left. The right side has not seen that much action.
No.
Maybe that'll be a plan by both coaches going into the second half, see if they can switch possession. Switch sides of the
field. Martinez through ball to Turner.
He's got options.
It's just a little bit too big of a touch. Could have had a hit or a cross there. Had lots of options in the box.
Be a punt by Holloway. Taken by the Indians. Marley Hodges heads it. Tries to get it down. It'll be intercepted by a Junction City player, and then it'll be back to Espinoza. Alyssa Weber dribbles up the left sideline. Doesn't really have that many options. Looks like she has to take an end line, but it'll be deflected. Oh, stays in. A save by Holloway.
Turner almost got there for the Indians, but Holloway grabs it and will regroup for the Blue Jays. Very busy night for Holloway here early. Really played pretty solid.
She has.
Speedy now finds Martinez. Martinez with options. Through ball to Espinoza.
Nothing really.
Back inside.
Yeah, nothing really there. Just went back inside. Martinez tries to go back out left. Just too heavy.
Good idea. Just a little bit too much on that one.
I like the idea of Espinoza, though. She recognized that there was nothing there on the left. Tried to take it back to the middle. Hopefully they can switch the field. Just wasn't successful. Martinez with the ball in the middle. Crosses it to Turner, who will let it run for Amani. Amani decides to take it back to the middle. Lainey Lunsway has the ball back to Amani.
Lunsway has the power to hit from that kind of range.
Yeah, we did see that a little bit earlier. It was a good shot, just a little high.
Hodges now
with the ball, trying to find options. Finds Dabini. He takes it forward. Has Turner on the right side. Turner has... Oh, just couldn't get there.
Yeah, just a little too long.
Great run by Turner.
And now the Blue Jays will bring in 4 new players here with 7:45 remaining. Blue Jays using the most of their substitutions here this half.
Have to think that the offensive efficiency of MHS is wearing down the defenders of Junction City.
Absolutely. Pretty boring night for McHugh back in the Indians' goal.
Had a little bit of action, but nowhere near as much as Holloway.
Holloway's goal kick will sail off the head of Espinoza, who regroups
down.
it.
Wow.
She can have a hit or a cross here.
Hit with her left
cross.
foot.
Ooh.
Almost had a goal from Turner. Just a little wide right. Great job by Espinoza to bring it down. Keep possession.
Yeah, I thought she could have had a hit there, but decides to play a cross, and looks like Turner kind of had to lunge for it almost.
Looks like Junction City will try to make another substitution.
That's going to be Olsen in for the Blue Jays. And Holloway yet again will have another goal kick here with 6:30 remaining here in this first half. Weber now working against the Junction City defender. Can she get there? She will.
Takes up the left sideline. Out of bounds.
That's going to be an Indian corner. And Emery Wilson yet again will take this one.
If you're just joining us, it's been a dominant performance from the Indians so far. 6:10 left in the first half, up 4-0. They've had many opportunities, just haven't been able to capitalize on all of them.
Looks like Weber will go stand in front of Holloway. Rulson's ball in, good ball.
Can't get a head on it, but it was deflected to Turner, who looks out wide.
Yeah, tried to get it to Lunsway, but off a Blue Jay defender, so Lunsway will have a throw in. Really no options, but she's going to play it up to Turner. Off the chest, back to Lunsway.
Back to Turner, but just too much, and he'll be out for a goal kick. Junction City has been doing pretty well on corner kicks.
Yeah, really haven't let the Indians get anything going.
Yeah, they've been having a good job of marking, following the runs.
So Holloway, who's had a very busy night, will take the goal kick for the Blue Jays. Holloway's goal kick sails down the middle. Amani now on the feet of Martinez, has options.
Back to Martinez, looking for more options, but she loses it. Junction City has the ball, they're advancing, but they're met by MHS.
Yep. Lunsway plays it to Martinez. Martinez to Rulson. Rulson taking it in. To Weber. Has options, back to Martinez. Martinez is going to have a hit, maybe foul. I can't tell if that took a deflection or not.
Looks like it should have been a foul, but no foul called. Looks like it'll be a goal kick for Junction City.
Yeah, no foul and no deflection. Maybe a little unlucky there for the Indians, but
I liked Emery's idea to take it up to the mid, but she did have options out wide, which would have stretched the field more. Could have given them another opportunity, but
yeah.
I do like that option.
Holloway, yet again, taking the ball to the right side of the 6-yard box.
Just not much movement from Junction City on these goal kicks. Holloway really doesn't have any option but to just throw it out there and hope somebody gets it.
That's met by Espinoza, who has options on the ball now. Good touch.
Plays it back to the middle for Delaney Lunsway, who tries to switch it to the right side of the field. No one's there. Goes back to Ella Rulison, who goes back even further to McHugh.
Get McHugh involved. McHugh will play Ella Rulson, who now has time and space, up to Emery Rulson, who plays it back to Lunsway, who now has options.
Good switch by Lunsway. Up to Martinez in the middle. Looks like she will go to the defender on the right. Dribbles up, and it'll be out of bounds.
Good idea, just need a little bit tighter touch there. Hodges and Delaney Lunsway, maybe a little miscommunication, nonetheless, to McHugh, who plays it up to Martinez.
Great touch by Martinez. Tries to find that through ball for Turner or for Alyssa Weber, but the run was not there.
Alyssa Weber wins it back, might be able to get there, but she won't, and that'll be out for a Blue Jay throw-in with just under 3 minutes remaining. Now we're going to see another couple subs for the Blue Jays. I believe that's going to be Jackson in for the Blue Jays.
MHS throw. Looks like Lunsway will take it. tries to go forward with a throw. Met by Junction. Morgan Turner had the ball, but intercepted by Junction City player.
The side referee has his flag up and will point it as an Indian throw-in. Looking for Turner, not there, but Martinez might get to that ball.
Very quick throw. Martinez with the ball. Could play it back to Turner, but decides to play it into Emery Rulifson, who loses it to a Junction City player. Gets it back, crosses it, and that would be deflected to Alyssa Weber, who scored a goal for the Indians, making it 5-0 with 2 minutes left in the first half.
And that's going to be Weber's second goal here in the 38th minute. So with 2 minutes remaining exactly, the Indians find themselves up 5-0. Halfway there. Good job sticking with it there. Emma Rulson with the assist. Took a couple deflections. Good job by Alyssa Weber staying with it.
MHS with the pressure. Cornelia Turner had it, lost it, but Ella Rulison got the ball, gathered. Great through ball to Alyssa Weber. She doesn't have that many options. She's taking an end line, hoping for a cross. Deflected from a Junction City player. Looks like it should be another corner.
Yeah, well played by the Indians. Good through ball from Ella Rulison. Alyssa Weber just couldn't get around that defender to get the cross in. But nonetheless, the Indians will have another corner. Minute 30 shows on the clock. Emma Rulson's cross sails in. Good ball. Almost went in. But no one able to get a touch on that one, and it will be out for a Blue Jay goal kick.
Looks like her sister Ella was trying to follow it, just couldn't get there in time.
Yep, just a little bit too late.
One minute left on the clock.
Lunsway has a chance that she can get there, but she can't, and that's regrouped by Holloway.
Holloway doing a nice job from recovering all the way back to in the back of the box, making it all the way to the front of the box to get that before Lunsway can get to it. Another little punt received by Lunsway. Indians try to make one last push with 40 seconds left in the first half. Back to Martinez in the middle.
Martinez up to Emery Wilson. Has options. Gonna have a hit, and I believe that's a little high and left. And that'll probably be the last possession for the Indians this half. As 20 seconds show. And I'm assuming Holloway's just going to try and burn as much time as possible here.
I do like that deep shot from the Indians. We've seen that probably 3 times this first half. Looks like this will be the final play of the first half.
So the first half ends. Indians find themselves up 5-0. Goals coming from Dabini in the 6th minute, Geisbrecht in 16th minute, Emery Rulson 26th minute, and Alyssa Weber in the 29th and 38th minute. We'll be back after a short break. Thank you for listening to live play-by-play coverage of Manhattan High Soccer on MHS Student Media. And welcome back into live play-by-play coverage of Manhattan High Soccer here on MHS Student Media. Indians find themselves up 5-0 at a half, and quickly they start right where they ended off with the shot.
Indians have been playing great so far throughout this game, but there's no doubt about it that the goalkeeper for Junction City, Sophia Holloway, is the star player.
For sure. Well, the Indians have scored 5. I mean, she's definitely got at least 15 saves.
She does. With the amount of shots they've had, it's incredible.
Lunsway will play it back to McHugh, who will hand it off to Ella Rulison.
Tries to find someone upfield. Gets it to her sister, Emery. Plays it back to Lunsway. No one's there.
Imani up to Emery Rulison and out wide to Grace Geisbrecht, who is left-footed, so can have a cross in here.
Tries to pass it to the middle, but deflected by Junction City. But Emery gets it back. Plays it to the middle again. Covers the ball. Tries to take a hit. It's wide left.
I know Rulison didn't see it, but Marley Hodges did make a run from the outside.
She did. It was a great run.
So Sophia Holloway will have the goal kick for the Blue Jays here. 38-20.
If you're the Blue Jays coming into the second half, you hope to get some sort of possession in order to advance it up the field and maybe get some chances to get back into this game.
Yeah, not much possession in the first half from the Blue Jays. Pretty much all Indians.
Caitlin Purdom with the ball in the middle. Has some pressure on her back. Tries to go forward. Little 1-2 action. Deflected by Junction City. Covered by Grace Geisbrecht. Played it back to Marley Hodges. Or Ella Rulison, sorry.
Lunsway now.
Facing some pressure. Junction City's definitely applying more pressure this half than they were first half.
Up to Purdom. Purdom hands it off to Geisbrecht. A little 1-2. Purdom with options. Good ball.
Great ball.
Rulison can get there. But Holloway comes all the way out to the 20-yard line and clear that one. Good decision.
Rulison with the ball, trying to find options. Gets it to Grace Geisbrecht, who gets the ball taken away from her.
Ella Rulison wins it back and is going to play this one back to Lunsway. Lunsway with time and space.
Looking to switch it, but deflected by Junction City.
Yep. Hodges now.
Going from the right side all the way into the middle. Faces a little bit of contact, plays a great through ball.
That's a great ball from Hodges to Salmon. Salmon's taking it in. Can have a hit. Back post is open.
Has a hit. Is there for the follow? Oh, just no one could get there in time.
Yep.
Ball was rolling in front of goal. Nice hit by Hodges, just a little high.
Yep. Good touch save by Holloway, or else that would have been a goal by Sailor Salmons. And then Emery Rulson just missed the finish.
If you're Manhattan High coming into the second half, you hope to do the same thing that you did in the first half, but maybe capitalize on a few more opportunities to put this game 10-0, perhaps mercy rule them.
36.5 shows on the clock. Holloway runs up to the goal kick.
Little grounder to one of her players.
Purdom now. Going to play it back to Lunsway. Lunsway looking for options. Who's going to get it back to Turner. Turner up to Dabini. Dabini turns. Nothing there to Hodges. 1-2. Great pass again by Hodges. Looks like she wanted to have a hit. Just didn't hit it the way she wanted.
Hodges and Turner have switched from center back to right back.
I feel like it's been pretty effective. Hodges with a couple of really good balls here early to start this half.
It has been so far.
Holloway's punt off a Blue Jay and now on the feet of Lunsway.
Lunsway's been very efficient in the middle. Getting the ball where it needs to go.
Yeah, she's had a lot of time and space to work with there in the middle. Imani will throw it in for the Indians, who finds Purdom.
Purdom didn't open up there, surprisingly. She had a ton of space where she could have switched the field. Junction City will get to that ball. Maybe possess it, hopefully.
Yeah, it looks like Dabini and Hodges both thought each other were going for it and kind of let off.
Junction City's, they had something going, but it was out of bounds. MHS throw.
Really probably the farthest they've got upfield all game, which is about the, 35, 25-yard line.
Yeah, it has been. Definitely a lot better this second half than they were the first half.
Purdom now beats a defender in the middle, but quickly has it taken away.
Runs into two defenders. Too much pressure. Junction City's applying some pressure when MHS has the ball on the defensive end.
Good touch, good turn.
Great move. Finds
Hodges.
Dabini.
Devini has options. Gonna play Rulison, can be dangerous if she can get there.
Oh, she does. Has a touch. Open goal. Great follow by that Grace Geisbrecht of MHS.
Yep. Geisbrecht with her second goal again. Great effort by Emery Rulison to get there. And that goal is going to come in the 46th minute.
Great move by Rillifson to get the defender on the ground, which left an open goal. Dribbled the end line, crossed it in. Grace Geisbrecht was able to finish it.
Yep. Couldn't tell if that was a cross or a shot by Emery Rillison, but nonetheless finds the back of the net.
I think Rillifson would say it was a cross.
So now the Blue Jays regroup and we'll play it back, but we'll quickly just bomb it up top, hoping something will fall. But
that's been happening all night. After every kickoff, Junction City gets the ball, but then they just boot it upfield to an MHS player.
And then MHS has really all the possession afterwards.
Yeah, they have. Junction City's captain has it in the middle. Dribbles, tries to switch it, but gets deflected.
Swango maybe had a little something going there, but now Purdom has tons of time and space.
She has a bunch of options she could pass to. She finds a through ball, but I think it's just going to be too much on there for Holloway to get that.
Yeah, I think she thought Salmons was going to make a run across, but it just really never happened.
Yeah, I think so. Holloway deciding where to go with it. We'll punt it to the middle to one of her players.
Swango has it taken away by Purdom.
Purdom runs into the Junction City defender, falls to the ground, but looks like she should be okay. Got back up pretty quickly.
It looks like they were going to play advantage, but the Indians lost it, so that foul will be called. And honestly, Rulison can have a hit from this range.
Yeah, she can.
But with Holloway, I don't know. I think I'd go for a cross.
Up the 31, 32-yard line for MHS. Yeah, I think you're right, Grant. Cross would probably be better. Holloway's just been making tons of saves. Rulison with the cross. Great ball. Oh, but Holloway got there.
It was almost like a cross shot.
It was, yeah. Junction City with the ball on the sideline from a great punt from Holloway.
Way to control it with her head. That's Kidwell. Kidwell working against Dabini, but Dabini...
Wow, great win. But Junction City will get the ball back, taking it down up the left sideline. Junction City does not have that many options. Junction City should probably pull back, but Shada Dabini will get there.
Yep, that was Swango taking the ball up for the Blue Jays. And that's going to be off the chest of Sailor Salmons for a Blue Jay throw-in.
She tried to settle it.
And Blue Jays yet again making a couple of subs here at the 32-minute mark.
If you're just joining us, MHS is leading Junction City 6-0 with 32 minutes left in the second half. Been a dominant performance offensively for Manhattan High School. Possessed the ball most of the game.
And
looks like an illegal throw from Junction City. Picked up her heel.
Yep. That's going to be Hodges to take the throw in. Hodges looking up. Gets it to Emery Rulison. Back to Hodges. Hodges with options. Looking to play Sailor Salmons up the line, but that's deflected off the Blue Jay. Hodges.
Great throw. Great throw.
Good defending there by Junction City, but Dabini now.
Has it in the middle. Goes right to Rulifson.
Hodges could have a cross. Plays it to Salmon. Salmon with options.
Dabini, someone on her back. She could go back to the middle. But she decides to try and find a through ball to Rulifson. Good idea.
Through the legs of Rulifson. If she got a touch on that, that's dangerous.
Great idea by Dabini.
Holloway's punt sails up to about the 35-yard line where it's met by Imani. Geisbrecht now. Up to Rulifson. Rulifson.
She has runners on both sides. Decides to take it in the middle and falls.
One's way. Up to Dabini. Dabini, defender on her back, plays it to Hodges.
Hodges has lots of options here.
Good through ball.
Salmons could get there. She does. Takes the cross. Oh, Grace Geisbrecht was there to finish. Just couldn't get a foot on it. But Lunsway was there. Decides to go back for Imani.
Can have a hit. She does, but just not enough power. And it's met by Holloway in goal.
MHS has had about four shots from the 20-plus mark. They haven't been, they've been decently on target, just a little bit, a few of them have been too high.
Imani now. Back to Lonsway. Lonsway plays it back to Ella Rulson, who's going to swing it to Turner. Turner now with options.
MHS looking to switch point of attack. To Beanie in the middle.
Purdom.
Goes back to Purdom. Great ball.
If Rulson can get there, that's a good ball. She does.
Great save by Holloway. Followed by Emery Rulifson.
I think that's
Not
a tip.
effective. Could have been a tip. It'll be a goal kick for Junction City. Great save by Holloway. That was a rocket of a shot by Emery Rulifson, but right to the Junction City goalkeeper.
Holloway. Well, actually, a couple of subs from the Blue Jays here with 30 minutes remaining.
MHS has made a few substitutions, but not that many throughout this game.
It'll be Riley and Hayden in for the Blue Jays. Holloway's goal kick is met by a defender, but quickly regrouped by Rulson off the foot of Geisbrecht, switches the point of attack.
Salmons could have an
That's going to
opportunity.
be a corner, though.
Yeah.
Yep, so the Indians will have a corner on the left side, which means Grace Geisbrecht will whip one in here for the Indians.
Throughout the night, Junction City has been pretty effective on defending the corners, so I'd be surprised if MHS was able to get a goal off of this.
They do send Ella Rulson up, though, who is the tallest Indian. See if she can get a head on one here. Grace Geisbrecht whipped in a couple good balls in the first half. Another good one here.
Great ball. Could get a head on it. Ooh.
Ooh.
Just wide from the shot from Hodges.
Yep. Hodges looked like she wanted another corner off a deflection, but won't get it, so it'll be a Blue Jay goal kick.
Looks like it was deflected off of Dabini. Hodges tried to get a shot just a little bit right.
Good hit. Kind of just played around with it in the box, though.
Yeah.
Holloway, met by Purdom.
With a big touch. And that ball will sail out of bounds, and it will be a Junction City throw.
Quick throw in. Quickly met by Salmons.
Back to Junction City. Back to MHS. Great ball in the middle for Purdom. Takes a hit, but almost had it.
Good left-footed one-time shot, though.
Pumped by Holloway to the right sideline. And a Junction City player will be there, but then Imani will kick it out. It'll be a Junction City throw.
Throw in, taken by the Blue Jays. Quickly met by Imani, who wins it. Up to Rulson, who now has time and options. Salmons just can't get a touch on it. It was a good ball, just Salmons kind of ran around it almost.
Hodges decides that she doesn't have anything going forward, so she decides to pass it to the middle to Lunsway, who goes back to Rulifson, trying to survey, see what she has. Goes up to Grace Geisbrecht, and it'll be lost to Junction City. Goes up the right sideline.
Indians might have been in a little bit of trouble there as Imani was making a run up top, so...
Yeah, she had to hustle all the way back, which is a far run. Dabini with it in the middle, trying to figure out what to do with it, decides to go right to Sailor Salmons. Nice move to get around the defender going up the right sideline. Looks like it could have been a foul. She got tripped, has options, goes to Dabini in the middle. Could have a shot. Great shot by Dabini, and that is a goal for your Manhattan High Indians.
So that's Dabini's second goal of the night, which will come in the 64th minute.
Score now 7-0 Manhattan High School over the Junction City Blue Jays.
Excuse me, 54th minute.
Great move by Salmons to get around the defender, which had an open Dabini in the middle.
Yeah, so now the Indians have 3 goal scorers with 2. That's going to be Dabini, Geisbrecht, and Weber. And Emery Rulson added one in the 26th minute first half.
Junction City made some more substitutions.
So
Looks
now
like
Indians.
number 11 will be in, Avery Hauser for Junction City.
Indians needed 3 more goals to get that mercy rule.
Junction City on the attack here, but Imani quickly meets them.
Imani has been playing very well this game.
She has been.
And I believe they're going to get a foul called on her, though, here.
And we have not seen Chloe Porter back in the game since her injury in the first half, so we hope she's doing okay.
Yeah, looked like maybe just a head injury.
Yeah.
And a little concussion.
But ever since Amani came in, yeah, like you said, Grant, she's been playing well.
Yeah, doing a great job coming off the bench. Really providing some key minutes and a lot of key moments for the Indians. And side referee going to call an offsides
on Junction City. That was Junction City's first free kick of the game.
Yeah, they're going to say she came from an offside position back. So that'll set up a free kick for McHugh. McHugh getting the Indians up. McHugh up to Rulson. Good touch.
Tried to get a touch. Just lost it. Back to Junction City in the middle. Goes wide. Big ball.
Good header.
Great sequence of headers by the Indians. Sailor Salmons tries to get it, but it's lost to Junction City, who plays it up. But then they will go back to Holloway. It was a very dangerous pass.
That ball is going to go really high, land about the 40.
Hauser almost had it for Junction City, but it looks like Salmons would gather.
Yep, good touch.
She has options on the right. Jada Davini has Marley Hodges on the right side taking it up.
Marley can have a shot or cross.
Has options. Good cross.
Ooh,
wow.
Wow, good hands.
What a reach by Holloway.
She's going to take advantage with Marley Hodges being up top, hunt this one high.
Great defending by Manhattan High School's Krinia Turner.
Dabini can have a hit here. She will.
Great hit, great save.
Wow, Holloway been really impressive this game. I know she's let in 7, but considering the shots taken, that's really good.
Yes, it is. Grace Geisbrecht tries to follow.
Ooh.
Hits the side net. It'll be out of bounds. Goal kick for Junction City.
And infully, the Indians will be Morgan Turner, and out will go Grace Geisbrecht.
Throughout this game, Manhattan High School's midfield has been the star of the show, getting the ball from the defensive half and then deciding where to go with it in the attacking third.
Yep, and that's going to be the Indians' first sub this half. Turner meets the goal kick now. She's one-on-one.
Great run.
Maybe looking for Salmons. Just Salmons I don't think was ready for it. Maybe could have taken the ball a little more in. But a great job to intercept the goal kick, and now it'll be another goal kick for the Blue Jays.
.23 minutes left in this game. Indians are in need of 3 more goals to put a mercy rule on Junction City.
Holloway looking up top. Nothing there. Intercepted by Purdom. Purdom to Rulson.
Rulson had Turner on the other side. I just don't think she was able to get her body around, switch feet.
That's going to be a throw-in in the corner for the Indians.
Looks like Hodges will take the throw-in.
Yep. And it looks like the Blue Jays think it's their throw-in. So Hodges will take the throw-in in the corner for the Indians. Maybe a yard off of that being a corner. Good hit.
And that's another goal for Manhattan High Indians. A throw from Hodges to Emery Rulifson, who puts it in the back of the net.
And now Emery Rulifson gets herself a second goal. And that's going to be in the 58th minute for the Indians. So now 4 goal scorers for the Indians, each with 2 goals apiece. And the Indians find themselves up 8-0 with 22-28 remaining here in this second half.
Junction City making some more substitutions.
Indians with 3 goals in the first 18 minutes of this half, so pretty solid start.
Looks like Junction City is switching up defensively. Their left back will go to center back.
And a couple of subs for the Indians. It'll be Weber, Adali, Espinoza, and Martinez, and out will go
Rulifson, Purdom, and Salmons.
JC plays it back, then plays it up.
Great pressure by the Indians. Settled in the middle by Lunsway, who finds Martinez. Alyssa Weber, who tries to find a through ball.
It's a little too much.
Yeah. Morgan Turner did have a good run going, just a little too much on that ball.
Yeah, maybe a little miscommunication too.
Yeah.
And the Blue Jays will have a throw in.
Junction City definitely has more movement on their set pieces this half than they did in their first half.
For sure. Ella Rulefson plays it back to Krinia Turner. Turner looking up to Dabini, gets it there. Good ball. Dabini maybe look for Espinoza, but not there. Ooh, good move.
Great move.
And now she's got a shot.
Oh, just a little high on the shot from Dabini. Did a great job of making two moves to get around two defenders, which left her with a one-on-one with the goalie. Unfortunately, the shot was just a little high.
It'll be a Blue Jay goal kick.
And another substitution for Junction City.
Yeah, they're using full advantage of those.
They are.
Holloway, who's had a very busy night, will take the goal kick again for the Blue Jays. As this time she goes to the left side of the field.
Ella Rulefson backs up to the 50-yard line in case of a big kick by Holloway. And that kick will make it to probably the 25-yard line, intercepted by Jada Dabini, who has another opportunity, another shot. Oh, off the upright.
And Turner was almost there to get the rebound. It's hard to tell the bounce off that goal.
It really
crossbar.
is, yeah.
But a great job by Dabini again, just getting super unlucky. Hits the crossbar on.
Most likely about strategy.
Yep. Indians with the big game coming up on Saturday against Blue Valley West. Very tough opponent. Indians were ranked 9th in the preseason poll, with Blue Valley West being ranked number 1. So a top 10 matchup here this Saturday at Bishop.
Emery with the ball, goes out wide for Espinoza, tries to go up the line, doesn't have anything, pulls back to Hodges, who has options in the middle and the back.
Up to Weber.
Goes back to the middle for Emery Rulefson. Tries to play that through ball. Wow, what a great through ball from Morgan Turner, who has the ball, dribbling up the end line.
Ooh. Looks like maybe it hit her right foot just before she took the shot.
Overall, this has been a great rebound game for the Indians after the loss on Tuesday against the Seaman Vikings.
Yeah, rough way to open the season with a loss in double OT with a late goal from Seaman. I think there's about 5 minutes left in that second overtime period. 16:46 shows on the clock.
Indians in need of one more goal.
Had a really good opportunity there with Rulefson passing that one up to Turner.
Some miscommunication by the Indians. They were both going for the ball, but then decided to pull back. Jada Dabini will have it. Tries to find Alyssa Weber in the middle.
Martinez regroups it. And Weber, I don't know, maybe looking for Espinoza, but Espinoza wasn't on the same page.
Yeah.
Holloway now with the ball on her feet. Finally picks it up. Most likely going to just punt this one up ahead, hope for the best. And she will. That's a good punt. Hits the ground.
Rulefson just mistimed it.
Yep. Good win by Turner. Up to Martinez. Martinez looking for Rulefson, who's going to get there. And this could be it.
Wow, what a breakaway. Shot.
Yep.
And
wow.
That is a goal for your Manhattan High Indians. That is the 10th goal of the game.
Yep, and that goal is going to come in the 65th minute by Emery Rulefson. And that is going to be a 10-goal shutout Mercy Rule win for the Indians. Your goal scorers tonight: Dabini in the 6th minute, Geisbrecht 16th minute, Emery Rulefson 26th minute, Alyssa Weber 29th and 38th minute, Geisbrecht 46th minute, Dabini 54th minute, Rulefson 58th minute, Espinoza 63rd minute, and Rulefson in the 65th minute.
What a great game from the Manhattan High Indians.
Yeah, dominant performance after Tuesday's loss against Seaman High School. Indians really a good win to get the confidence up before they face a tough Blue Valley West team here on Saturday.
Yeah. I guess, Grant, what stood out to you for the best that the Indians did best in this game?
I think early the Indians really struggled finding the back of the net, but they came out in the second half and really found their momentum and groove and really got the shots to start falling. So, I don't know, just a good way to bounce back in the second half.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I thought the defense played really well when they were forced to play defense, too.
Mm-hmm. Junction City definitely did come out stronger in that second half than they did in that first half. Manhattan High controlled the possession most throughout the game. But yeah, just a dominant performance from the Indians.
Yeah, and I know the scoreboard doesn't show, but that was really a dominant performance from the Blue Jay goalkeeper Holloway.
It really was. With the amount of shots that MHS had and the amount of saves she had, it was a great performance. And for Manhattan High, the star players for me were probably Jada Dabini and Emery Rulifson, who had great games.
All right, and that's going to wrap it up from us here in the booth. Again, Indians win 10-0. Thank you for listening. You're listening to live play-by-play coverage, Manhattan High.